How's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and I'm here with another versus battle. And this one is a large scale one. This one I've been trying to build up to for a long time. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So, as we continue off from where we last left off, it was Philia and Big Band going over to the battlefield with the 100,000 SpongeBobs. And as we soon learn, this fight with Green Goblin and Cade versus Cole Cassidy was actually happening concurrently to the SpongeBob fight. So they meet up at the same spot where they see the commotion happening, and then they realize they have a common enemy, the 100,000 SpongeBobs. And so as they start fighting through the masses, they meet another group fighting there, and they see one of the SpongeBobs, aka the normal SpongeBob, talking to one of the group. So they're on high alert, but then they realize like, oh, this guy is with them, not with the 100,000 SpongeBob. So the confusion is cleared up immediately because there's so much confusion there with why they're here, why there's so many SpongeBobs, who's behind it all. And lo and behold, the mastermind behind it all is revealed immediately because he swoops down from the place where all the SpongeBobs are coming out. There are rifts, but one rift opens up and it reveals who was actually the mastermind behind all of these SpongeBob's controlling them. And that person is Squidward. That person is Squidward Tentacles. And he comes down, he swoops through, and he stabs Konohamaru through his chest completely with his clarinet shaped like a longsword. Because it's revealed that his clarinet is actually a longsword. And the reason why he stabbed Konohamaru wasn't because he was trying to kill him like on purpose. He was trying to get to SpongeBob, but Konohamaru stepped in last second and took the blow for him. And as Squidward mercilessly ripped out the longsword, Konohamaru falls to his knees. SpongeBob goes over to him, and Konohamaru gives him his last breaths and his last words, his final words to pass on. And he tells him, "Please, please tell the Hokage, the leader of our village, that we need to stop this problem at the source. We need to make sure that the people here are safe. That we didn't fight all of this for nothing. Please." And as tears start falling down Konohamaru's face, the battered and tattered warrior who fought for so long against so many people to defend the peace that he saw many others before him defend, whether it was his grandfather, or aoba, or Naruto himself, he dies as a man who did the same. SpongeBob reassures him softly that he will get it done, and he closes his eyes. He closes Konohamaru's eyes as he passes away. He lays him down gently, and he looks towards Squidward. He looks towards the back of everybody, and he tells them, "I'll handle this," as he rushes towards Squidward with his spatula at the ready, clashing with him. And as he clashes with him, he throws him as far away as possible from everybody to have this battle one on one with him, to avenge Konohamaru and to defend what he held most dear, the village that he grew up in and lived in. All the smiling faces of the children that he fought so hard to protect, and the ideals of the ninja that he sought to be. Squidward sits there looking at SpongeBob, telling him that despair will consume them all, and that him fighting him is only prolonging that destination. But SpongeBob is angered, furious, and just ready to end it because there's history behind this. Squidward isn't that normal Squidward. Squidward is being controlled by that force because SpongeBob knows that this isn't the person that he wants to, and that the only thing that he can do is put him out of his mercy now, or put him out of his misery. That's the only mercy that he has left for him. because he's taking so much. And we're soon gonna realize that in his own world, Squidward was the one that brought down so many people. Squidward killed his buddy Patrick. Squidward brought down the Krusty Krab. He, alongside Plankton, rose up to just cause and spread chaos throughout Bikini Bottom, just to betray Plankton in the end for his own motives of Bikini Bottom. From the very start, he had his own prerogative, and it was the very calling of Bikini Bottom itself, the territory, the land, calling Squidward, and now he's been controlled, and he has to be stopped. So as they clash, swords just keep swinging and swinging and swinging. You have people deflecting each other. You have Squidward with his long sword just rushing at SpongeBob, hitting him with the craziest jabs like he's using a rapier. And you have SpongeBob using his spatula to catch the rapier, like the with the holes of the spatula, to catch it, slide it alongside the hole to bring it towards Squidward and smack him dead in the face with the spatula. He lets go of the spatula and he decks him dead in his face after that other hit. And he just starts boxing him, hitting him with a left jab, a right hook, a knee to the face. And he hits him with a kick to the stomach. And he sends him flying. But Squidward is he's resilient. He will not give up. He will bring despair to this final person that stands before him. And he unleashes all of what he has. He just starts zooming, light speed. He's using all of the energy that he was given at Bikini Bottom to fell SpongeBob. This battle has been predestined since before human history, before the first amoeba, before the first atom. These two were destined to fight, no matter what paths they took in life. And SpongeBob picks up his spatula again, and they start clashing. Squidward starts getting an advantage. He starts slicing SpongeBob at his arm, stabbing through through his left arm, rendering it useless. So now only SpongeBob can hold his spatula with his right arm, his dominant hand, but it's less effective by that. But SpongeBob is getting his licks in. He's hitting him left and right, getting all of the damage that he's getting. And right now, Squidward is at 51%, while SpongeBob is at 49. SpongeBob puts on his karate helmet, ready to end it all. And as he does it, he puts up his spatula like Kingdom Hearts' light type beat. And then he transforms into the Goofy Goober, becoming the rock star that everybody so wished and needed and prayed for. While Squidward transcends into the deity that he was trying to become. With the planet's help, he became that deity. And now they're just clashing. Shockwaves coming left and right. Thunder striking like in this world. Things are going wild, and all that going on, you have the other battle happening as well. You have all of the 100,000 SpongeBobs just coming and coming and coming barreling towards our group that formed sporadically and just out of nowhere. None of them knew who he was. Nobody knew who he was. But they all felt the impact of his words and seeing him beat up, bruised, and broken after fighting so long against him that they had to unite together to fight against this robot SpongeBob menace. And SpongeBob felt the same way. They were all fighting with their soul on the line, with their passion coming through. Because that's all they could do for the man who put even more on the line to save his village. And so they're just fighting. They're just fighting and fighting and fighting. Shadow taking out as many as he can. Shinra using his feet techniques, bro. You have you have Philia and Big Band doing all their crazy like 100 hit strings from Skullgirls, bro. You have all of them just going wild, but the SpongeBobs are just resilient. The more they take out, the more show up, and they just keep going, and they keep going, not being deterred by the numbers, being motivated by what they lost, because united in grief, they stand together. And as SpongeBob remembers all this and notices that how hard they're fighting, he knows that he can't lose. So they go to clash one more time. They're just swinging and clashing and just moving about, using all their movement, their techniques, all the everything that they have. SpongeBob using all of his fry cook techniques, his jellyfishing, his karate, his driving techniques, everything, putting all on the line just to have a morsel, a a sliver of a chance of winning. Because if he doesn't, it's over. Nobody can step up to him, or at least so he thinks. But he's putting everything on the line to stop this demon that's been haunting him ever since where he used to live. He's kept that smile, that brave smile up this entire time as a facade. Because in reality, he's been hurting. He's been hurting so much. He lost his friend in the process. And now this is the only way. Not out of revenge, but for a better future. Because this evil, this pure, chaotic, primordial evil has to be found. And he's just going at it. Squidward, using his clarinet techniques as good as they are, can't hold out. Even though he became a god, even as corny as it is, SpongeBob had more behind him. It's like Naruto and Sasuke, where you see that scene of Naruto and everybody behind him and Sasuke by himself. Squidward was taken control of, and Squidward was able to help. In the end, he was able to take over his body and help SpongeBob in the end. As SpongeBob hits him with that final slash, the Goopy Goober guitar rock song slash, he's just going crazy on it. Hitting him with like Octi slash, bro. Hitting him with Omni slash, hitting him with the Bankai that gets you a Tensho, all the moves that you can think of. He hits him with all of them, and I, oh man, he hits him with all of them, and Squidward stands there, not unshaken, but unwavering. He stands there ready to hit SpongeBob with it all. As he dashes towards him, the sword moves from facing towards SpongeBob to stabbing Squidward directly in the esophagus, stabbing him straight in the stomach, stopping him dead in his tracks. And we see a glimmer of what Squidward used to be. As tears fall down his face, he apologizes, and he wants SpongeBob to continue. He has to stop people like him from being controlled and helping this world before it's too late. And SpongeBob, unshaken, he solemnly vows to continue two people's dreams and wishes to help this world and to save others. He lays his guitar that he got from transforming into the Goofy Goober and a spatula down, and he prays. He prays to whatever god there is out there that there's a resolution to what's happening, so more people don't have to suffer, so more people don't have to cry and wake up and realize that they're still in a war. He lays Squidward to rest, and he takes his clarinet in memoriam as a way to honor the legacy that was Squidward Tentacles. And he goes back to the battlefield, now equipped with 3 blades. After picking up his guitar and his spatula, he goes back, and any remaining SpongeBobs that were left, he just cooks them, completely cooks them. He's going through slicing and dicing all these robotic SpongeBobs till there's not a single one left. And as the oil and machinery lays on the ground, SpongeBob lays down Squidward's clarinet longsword, and he looks up to the sky, whispering to himself, "It's over now. You can rest in peace." And all you see in the sky is just a faint glow of Konohamaru and Squidward tentacles. two warriors that have been lost in in a skirmish that is this battle. All of them reunite together after fighting all this, and they don't know where to head. So they'll just explore together. They all band together as one to try to find out what's happening and how they can stop it. And as this new group, this group of goofy goobers, they move out towards a village that many people would recognize as Konoha. And that's the end of that. That's the end of the battle that I've been waiting to do for so long, yo. So, I as a bit of a thing to know, I used I used Sephiroth and Cloud as the inspiration for um SpongeBob and Squidward. Not like their story, but more like their rivalry and beef between each other. So Squidward was basically Sephiroth. But yeah, man, oh man, I'm so glad that I was able to do this one. I've been trying to set it up for so long, and I'm glad I was able to. I hope I did it justice. I may have been low, but I was doing that because of like the how well I was trying to convey the scene, the scenario. But if it came out really low, you know, I apologize for that. But you know, next we have one more battle before the whole thing is over. Thank y'all for watching as always. Hope y'all enjoy, and I'll check y'all out. Peace.